Today I have another special guest with me, Mr. Prasanna Kumar. He is a chartered accountant based out of Mumbai, and he has been running his own CA firm since 1991. So he has a prolific experience in the field of chartered accountancy and in this profession. So I welcome you, Mr. Prasanna. How are you?
Thanks, Anna. Thanks, Prakhar.
Sir, could you please tell us about your professional journey? Where did you start and how did you grow up to this point?
Yeah, okay. See, I qualified in the year 1991. Then I joined that time number one audit firm, which is Air Ferguson and Company. I was there the 14 months, but I found it very, though very academically very good experience as well, good exposure to the bigger figures, bigger company. But I was not comfortable, so I left the job and started my practice along with my one partner. This partnership also continued till 1997. And from 1997, I was on my own. So I started with my own. My office earlier was at Andheri. Then I shifted it to my near to my residence at Kandivali. For last 30 more than 3 decades, we are practicing. We do practice in everything. We are like general practitioners, having a practice of accountancy, auditing, GST audit, tax audit, cooperative society audits. Then we have a direct tax, indirect tax, both. We do some valuations also. So that
Right.
is how our practice is present.
So, could you tell us about your experiences in the initial years of your journey, starting in business in 1991?
Yeah,
Where,
initially it was very difficult, like because no one from our family has a business or professional record. So we are the first generation people. So getting
oh,
work was also difficult in the initial years. So initially we should do the work on assignment basis for bigger chartered accountants. Like 3, 4 firms, we should do the audit. And in a span of say 1 or 2 years, we could get some work on our own. So then slowly we started reducing the work for some other chartered. And we were doing on our
right,
own work, not depending on other chartered. So that
right,
is around 2000, we are getting a sizable work, started getting sizable, then we could do it. So it took around 7, 8 years just to stabilize.
right. So, could you tell us about what is the chartered accountant role in very basic terms, and how significant it is for businesses and society, the whole CA profession?
Yeah, see, CA profession I think is a very noble profession. One thing is very certain because it is the same as the saying go. The CA and doctor से कुछ छुपाना नहीं चाहिए. You should not hide anything from them. If you
Okay,
our clients are really forthcoming with all the difficulties they are facing, we can help them a lot. We have helped them a lot. We have seen the people growing from say 10 lakh turnover to now it is around 100 crore turnover. Like that, they have grown in last 20, 30 years. We have seen the people. And normally the services which we offer are, these people who are there with us for last 20, 30 years have become our family more than, like clients.
mm,
So now we know everything about them. They know everything about us. And now they don't want to, like, still I'm continuing. My son is also going to be chartered accountant in the near future. So then he
right,
can take over. So it is just an ongoing process. First. Second, we help them. We as a principally, we don't, do the hanky-panky things. So we are just giving straight, keeping the record straight. We are very compliant. We insist client to be compliant. And all our clients over the years have become so, they haven't, I mean, there are no major hiccups for them. No, lot of clients have faced the scrutiny, but we haven't, we have got a very positive response even out of it. So we are very clear. If you do it, carefully, ethically, and you can grow. And your clients, with the growing clients also, you can grow.
Right. That's quite correct. Uh, so could you please tell us that what inspired you to pursue the career in accountancy?
What?
So what is it that inspired you to pursue the career as a chartered accountant and go for that degree?
It was, it was accidental decision as such because 10th I scored enough marks, even I could have gone to the science stream. And that time science
Okay.
stream was in a very much demand. But I was
Mm,
very scared of. Yesterday also we were discussing two friends to chat. Both of us were scared of, drawings. That time our, it was so limited. Nowadays the people are know everything about the where to go and how to go. We never planned. So and 10th when I started, you know, to choose, I chose commerce. And for if you go for a commerce, that time only chartered accountancy, then there was a cost accountant, and then company secretary, which are now grown to a very huge extent. But these are the three courses available, so we go for a. It's a normal choice if you want to, if you are a commerce student in our days, 90s, then the CA was the ultimate profession, so we choose that. It was accidental,
right.
not like I never decided in a ninth standard, 10th standard, I'll go for a chartered accountant.
Right. So what is it that you wanted to be at that time when you were in ninth or tenth?
See, that time, we had a like, we used to think sky is the limit and all those things. But actually, when we ventured into it, we found that it is very difficult to set up a business without any background. If you don't
Hmm.
have any background, don't have any, no one in our family was doing any business, everyone was in the service. And then suddenly, if you start your own, approaching the people, making them believe in you, very difficult in initial days, very difficult.
That's quite a risk. Like,
There is a lot of
I,
struggle earlier days. So we used to do for someone else. We used to keep ourselves busy. We were always busy right from the 9 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock, but doing some other CS business.
right.
But with that also, now the stage has come key, like after 10, 8, 10 years, we got established also.
Right. So could you also tell us what are the qualities that an individual needs to have to pursue and excel as a CA?
To excel as a CA, you have to be first and foremost is you have to be keep touch with your like knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Why have to, because it is ever changing. Earlier there was a VAT, then there was a service tax. Now there is a GST. If you don't keep yourself updated, you are out of the business. So
Hmm.
knowledge is the first thing which will excel you. Then nowadays, what I find out is if you want to excel, the people like us who are doing everything, traditional practice, you can call it conservative practice, tradition, whatever you call it,
Hmm.
these people are not growing to that extent. And the people who are concentrating on, like the latest one, like CFO services, or, concentrating on a niche area. So if you develop something which is very niche, with your and in which you have a passion, you are passionate about it, then I think you can grow more than doing everything
Right.
like us, doing traditional practice. Going lot of avenues have been opened up for chartered accountants, and lot of young people doing it, earning more than that, and earning in a very short period. So we have done it more than if we have done it over 30 years, they can do it in 3 4 years also. That is how
Right.
it is now. To excel knowledge and niche, you have to create a niche.
Right. Become a master of one rather than a jack of all trades.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely.
Correct. So could you also tell us what is the importance of maintaining integrity and ethics in this profession, and how serious the
This is I
consequences
think
can be?
very important. Like initial, at least in the initial days, people think कि क्या करेंगे? If I do the ethical work, I will not get the work. If I do, like if I don't do this, the other people are doing it. Don't think about it. We are also, like initial days when it was very difficult to get the work, even a single work. We
Hmm.
had a it has gone through our mind also, but we decided no, let us be straight, let us do it very ethical. And if you are get involved, like with your heart, if you do the work, then you are very clear, and even clients are very clear. Okay, this say will do whatever it needs, and then we will not have any trouble, not in our relationship, also relationship with the departments, tax departments. So that is how it goes. So ethics very important. Though initial days you may find struggle, but once that is gone, then you can establish yourself. Ethics, like ethically doing everything will help you a lot in the long term.
So, could you tell us the challenges and opportunities that CS face when they are dealing with MNCs and international laws?
Yes, dealing with the MNCs and international clients, the challenges are more because in our Indian practice, we are used to chalta hai type, like then in the international practice, we have done only one few assignments. But then in those assignments, maintaining a quality, maintaining timeliness. Timeliness is the most what they look into, and quality. If you don't do that, you're not likely to succeed in the international practice or say uh, international assignments if they at all come your way. It is very difficult to unless you maintain good quality and timeliness. So these are the two things needed. Of course, knowledge is going to be tested anyway.
Hmm, right. So, could you tell us what has been the most memorable experience of yours in this, 30 plus years of practice?
Memorable means like if you think take the people from our age or rather from 90s, we always say ki what we have gained over a year. Not only money has come, but the relationship. We know now everywhere in all departments, in you know, all spectra of life, we meet people, and then there is a lot of respect for us only because we have done good work over a period of time and
Right.
good relation. We have maintained a good relationship, which
Right.
nowadays is very lacking because people, just once 1 year or 2 year, people think about a very short duration of time, and then they end up, ruining relationships, which is
Hmm.
very difficult earlier. Earlier, we used to build a relationship. We used to go out of all our way, or even the resource cuts were there. We will go out of resources also to do a particular work in a particular way, which is not there now. So that is
Right.
needed. That
Right. So, could you also tell us about what are the most greatest challenges of the CA profession?
most
So, could you tell us about the challenges that CS professional they face in their day-to-day lives?
my CA profession is facing is getting a good staff. It is really
Okay.
difficult. You get a lot of people. People are asking astronomical sum as a salary, but they don't know. They are not worth even 10% of what they are asking. That is what our experience for last 5 years. 5 years back, we used to get a very good person. People used to be very, you know, knowledgeable. They are ready to learn and then ready to earn. But nowadays, people want to earn first, learn afterwards. And then we find a lot of people. And that is the main challenge which CA practice is facing. So another challenge is a regulatory. Regulations have gone sea change. Now,
Right.
even survive as an audit, you need to know a lot of things. You need to have a knowledgeable workforce who knows deep knowledge of say auditing, accounting standards, everything, and you don't find them. If you
Right.
don't find them audit, you are incurring a lot of risks. And nowadays, if you find last 2 3 years, a lot of CA firms actions have been taken against a lot of CAs. So that regulations have grown to such an extent that we find the auditing practice, very tough, very tough. So getting a skilled staff, one, then surviving the regulations and performing to their expectation is also getting difficult. These are the two most, these are the two challenges which we are facing right now. Third one is, I think, AI is coming and all this stuff, and the people are saying, but though we haven't expected, but in next 5 years, everything may change. A lot of our opportunities may go, which
Hmm.
we are doing now. Maybe accounting may become very obvious. Like no need to
Right.
maintain account. Then even the GST practice which we are doing, filing returns may not be mandatory after say in 5 years time. That is what we are expecting. So all these areas which traditional practices carried out may go year after year. So that is another challenge. So you have to go with the time and change yourself and discover some new areas. Areas are very, I mean, like there are a lot of areas which you can grow your practice, but then you have to do it, start it now. So these
Right.
are the three challenges which we are facing right
So think about the talented staff, hiring talented staff. It is a problem across all industries, I believe. And like
now.
For India, it's
It
a
is
big
there, it is
challenge
there.
that. Hmm.
Yeah. Getting a good, skilled, and the knowledgeable staff is another. Retaining them because the salary elsewhere is more. Earlier also
Right.
CS were notorious for paying less, but nowadays we are paying very good salaries. Still, people are reluctant to read. We are finding it very difficult to retain good staff. If the staff is
Okay.
really good, they'll get a lot of opportunities at very good price. Maybe twice what we are paying, and we are still thinking we are paying good.
All right. So how do you think that Ananta's role has come in providing you quality stuff? Could you comment about that?
See, Ananta has given me like Ananta. I think 3 4 months back. I started with Ananta. Ananta has given good stuff. But what is happening, like in my case at least, it is fortunately or unfortunately, people who have come and left, some left because of the, you know, किसी exam देना है. Some left because they are not feeling well, like because of the illness. And some people
Hmm.
we haven't found it good, even though in the interview level we found them very good. But once they start the work, that is what I am getting us. Interview level they agree. I know everything. I know I have done it 2 years, 3 years. But when actually they do it, they are found to be very, very less proficient or less efficient in their work. Very means like what we are expecting is 100, then they are just 10% or 20% of what our expectation. So
All
that is
right.
what I found. Though I have employed one person out of three, four
Hmm.
selected, we have one employed one person who is carrying on with us.
That's good. At least there's a 25% strike rate over there.
Yes. Hey, they have sent a lot of good person also, but many
Hmm.
people were not fitting in our type of like, we wanted someone who is not doing CA so that we can continue for a longer period. We don't want
Hmm.
someone who can do it for 3 years, 3 months, then again leave, then 3 months, then again leave. So we never wanted. So there were good people, but then we could
Right.
choose only four, and out of that three left, and one is there continuing with us.
All right. Okay. Uh, Another thing you mentioned about the impact of AI in the field of chartered accountancy. So, how do you feel it will impact this profession, and how it could positively impact the profession?
Yeah, AI you can take the positively because nowadays, like I told you, getting a skilled workforce is difficult, but AI will make it very easy for even unskilled person to do the same work
Okay.
with the good
All right.
quality. That is what we have tried and tested for some, something like GST return preparation, something like that. We have tried some softwares developed by some people, and they are doing fantastic. So people need not know GST, then they also they can prepare it. So that
Right.
way AI will help a lot, but then it may lead us to I don't know unemployment, at least in this our profession.
All right.
where you may
Let's
need a
hope.
one person only to do 10% work.
Hmm.
But it
Let's
was
hope for the
feared at
best.
the time of computer also, but the computer has actually increased the work. So I think AI will also ultimately will go and increase opportunities for like
Right,
people
because
like
what what will happen? The operations will become more efficient, so you can take up more clients and more work.
yeah, that is we will be having a very good advantage out of it. But then we the people like 30 years back, like for us computers were new that time. So AI and
Hmm.
all this to fathom all these things together becoming difficult. But then my son is
Right.
taking over, he's a new, so he can carry on with it.
Great. Uh, could you also tell us what kind of advice would you give to someone who is like starting in this profession very early?
Yeah, that is what I initially had told. Initially, when you start the work, getting the work may be difficult. So you may have you may think you have to compromise something to get the work. So don't do that initially.
Hmm.
With the passage of
Right.
time, and I have seen everyone will get work. There is a lot of work, at least in the cities like Mumbai. You have got work is not in scarcity. But good chartered accountant is still a scarcity. Good chartered, I'm talking good. There are chartered accountants, there are practicing chartered accountant. I think most are practicing in Mumbai. But still getting a good chartered accountant is a challenge for the clients. So
Right.
sooner or later, you'll get a good clients. Only thing is you have to show the perseverance to continue with what you are doing, give good work, and you will get a good price also. Nowadays, the people are ready to pay price also. Earlier, it was very difficult, like for 10 years, we were charging same fees to some clients. Nowadays, it has
Hmm.
been completely changed. The people are ready to change, like whatever they give every year, some increase, 10%, 20% increase every year. If the extra work is there, they are going to pay, they are ready to pay more. So this will come. So for the new person, if we keep the perseverance, be ethical, knowledge always help. Till the time you get a clients, you can concentrate on improving knowledge and choose an area which you want to develop, you are passionate with, and you will succeed like anything.
Right. Very well, sir. You also mentioned about the challenges you face regarding the regulations. So, what do
Yeah.
you do? What resources do you follow to keep up with them?
We cover keep like should it as mandatory, made it mandatory to do some study. 40 hours of, but we spend always 100, hours every year to learn. So that learning, will only help. Keep yourself
Right.
updated about the knowledge will only help to survive these regulations or risks from these regulations or regulated bodies. So
Hmm.
that is better. We have been doing it for all these years. But nowadays it has become more vocal or you know more active. These NFRA bodies like NFRA will become more active.
Right. All right. So, we are coming close to the end of this discussion. Uh, so
Okay.
could you please tell us what are your final thoughts and where do you see your company and what is your vision for it in the future?
Now in say 5 years time, as far as money part is concerned, we may triple or it can go to any extent because that is the
Right.
opportunity which we are finding it. With the if we continue using AI and all this stuff, I think we can grow very fast, very fast. So we may, you know, and nowadays the office space is not needed. You can use the, like the people force which is working from home also can help us, and we have done it in the past also in COVID days also. So I think we can grow very fast with this all these, using the modern techniques. We
Right.
can grow. So maybe 10 times what we are running today, 5 years down the line, we can have a 10 times earning what we are doing now.
Wow. Like that's amazing. All right. So you're clearly growing exponentially and leveraging, technology and AI. Awesome. So we have come to the end of the discussion, sir. I'm quite grateful for you to come over here and make time for us out of a busy schedule, right? And I'm quite sure that our viewers must have had wonderful learnings from the experience that you shared for the past 30 years. Uh, Hoping to meet you soon, right? Thanks a lot, and to all the viewers,
Thanks, Prakhar. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to share our thoughts. Thank you.
thank you, sir. To all the viewers, I'd like to say that please stay tuned. We'll be back again. This is not the end of the another talk show, and we'll be having another esteemed personality, and there'll be much more learning. So till that time, keep learning, keep growing, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.